What if you were only just like a third successful at it? Just 1/3. You'd still be looking at $20,000 a month. I mean, are you making $20,000 a month now? Whatever you're doing right now, are you making $20,000 a month? We just showed you how you could have $65,534 in 15 days. Don't you think maybe you could at least get to 1/3 of that? And even if it took you more than 15 days, maybe it took you a year to get there. Wouldn't it be worth it to turn on an income of over $20,000 a month even? Easy peasy. This is easy peasy stuff, guys. Nothing to it. Absolutely nothing to it. Simple and easy. We teach you where to put our little Santa Claus character in front of the right people who are already into this kind of thing. They don't have any hang-ups with pyramids and network marketing and all that stuff. They actually love it. We're going to teach you where to go to find those people, and they're just going to follow you like you were the Pied Piper. So it's easy enough to do. And now I'm going to show you something, though. We just showed you how building from the top to the bottom, you could have, 2 people on each level, 2 people on each level. But we're going to make this so that every single person gets the income. There's no dangling people in the matrix waiting to pick up spillover. Not going to happen. Everybody's going to be forced to have income. Forcing people to make money. That's what I like to do. Force people to make money. So I'm going to show you how we're going to take that 2x4 SPED matrix, the most powerful compensation plan in the world. I'm going to utilize that based on the principle that it just continues to build out level by level, forcing everybody to have that income. So, but we're going to flip it around here a little bit, and we're going to apply a protocol to it that's going to cause a different type of a build out, but a more stable build out where it forces literally everyone to have spillover downline, forces everyone to have an income right away, and it will allow for the situation where nobody's going to drop out and leave. In fact, you can't drop out and leave. For one thing, once we put a position for you in the matrix, it's there forever, and you can choose to take the money from it, or you can leave it there, and we'll figure out something good to do with it. So anyway, you can either use it, or we're going to use it to create more positions underneath that downline that was already building underneath you, causing money to go into your position. We'll use that money to create even more positions, like doing things like we're doing right now, opening up positions for homeless mothers that need housing, as we move towards seeing how many homeless mothers we can have having sufficient enough income that they can afford housing, sustainable housing, because it's sustainable because they'll have a growing income that keeps growing and growing and growing, moving them, each and every one of them, into $65,534 a month at minimum. And that's just by taking part in one of these matrices. There's 3 of them being launched with multiple different products on them. So when I say $635, $65,534, that is minimum. That's minimum per matrix, because each matrix has multiple products, means you can actually make more than that. That's just based on each person filling each position and activating just one product, keeping one product in that line of products activated every month, which is what qualifies you to collect on the entire group. So anyway, I'm going to show you a little trick here that we're going to play on this that is going to really lock in everyone even better than the 2x4 SPED matrix that you just saw the example of, that build out. Same number of people going to go in here. Still a 2x4 SPED matrix. You still have 2 people on your first level, and 4 people on your second level, and 8 people on your third level, and so on and so on and so on. Same number of people involved here, but we're going to play this a little bit different. Instead of dropping people in as spillover underneath the next person and the next person that's already there, we're going to help you drive a leg, one leg, 15 levels deep. So it's a person comes in. So this is you at the top. you and your upline, there's people up above you. Now, I just assisted a lady just a few minutes ago who brought in someone new, and that person got placed on the 15th level. So all the way down underneath all of the people that were already there, this person landed on the 15th level. This is what we do. We drive it down deep. One person, you come in, you're under, you're under your sponsor somewhere in his downline or her downline, driving a level down 15 levels deep. You're somewhere in the midst of that. They're continuing to bring more people in. So as you bring in more people, they bring in more people. Let's say you bring in, well, goodness, keep hitting the button. Let's say you bring in this person right here, number one, and then you don't bring anybody else for a while. But your upline brings some more people, and they want to be full through 15 levels. They're trying to fill up that first leg down 15 levels of people. So their next person comes in, and that's number two right here. So number two drops in. That came from somebody up above you. Then let's say number two goes and gets somebody. That puts in number three right here. So number three came because number two brought somebody. Now you finally go get somebody else. So you put in number four. And then number four gets somebody. There's number five. Then somebody else that's up above you trying to get full through 15 levels brings in somebody else. That comes in as number six. Now somebody up above the person who did that brings somebody else in. They're also trying to get full through 15 levels. So that drops in the person number seven. Then you bring in one more person. So now you put in number eight. And let's say number one brings in somebody now. He hadn't brought anybody. Oh, he did bring in one person. So he brings in number nine. So you see how this starts to fill out? Everybody bringing their two. It just starts filling out through here. The people up above. Some of them bringing more than two. They're creating more spillover. So it just keeps pushing this down through 15 levels. So as those 15 people now in that one leg, one under the other, people who never knew each other before in their lives, but they've all been getting $1 from every person that comes in here all the way up. 15 people got $1. So that means you, when you're full through 15 levels here, you did some of this, your upline did some of this, the people who are in here did some of this. You've now collected $15. Well, how much does it cost to keep a product activated so you're qualified for income every month? $25. There's your $15 right there. You just made $15. Bam, 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 bam. $15 went up to you. Plus, any one of these people in here that you personally brought in, you got an extra $5 from those. So if you have at least two people in there, well, you got yourself your $10 from that. Your break even on your product cost right there. You got your two. This thing built out through 15 levels between you and the people above you and the people that came in. You got your $25. You're good to pay for another month. Now this is what's going to happen in the second month as you, and it could happen even before the second month. So as the people above you are full through 15 levels, let's just say that maybe you're on somebody's 15th level. You don't know. You could very well be. Many people are on somebody else's 15th level right now. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to come in and put somebody underneath you. They're going to open up your second leg over here. And then that person's going to want to be full through 15 levels. So the people that are above you, as they're helping you fill through these 15 levels, this guy right here is bringing in people to fill in through the 15 levels on your second leg. And the upline is helping fill that in as well, as the upline is filling in under what's called their second line. So this leg right here is somebody else's leg one. It's part of their leg one and their second line. So here's what you're focused on. You're only focused on the people on this side. So as these people all build out through 15 levels, they're going to put somebody underneath the last person on the 14th level. At the end of that, in the 15 levels, but underneath the 14th person. As you come back through here, this is all full through 15 levels, and you have somebody else to bring in, they're going to come in under level 14 in this next spot. And now you're going to work upwards, putting somebody underneath each one of these people. Your upline is going to be participating in this as well. They want this filled out. You want this filled out. So as this continues to fill out, you're now building the second line of the first leg, putting a person in each empty spot underneath any of these people. As they've been building this down through 15 levels, the upline comes in and is putting people in. Their next people are coming in to support them and getting their second leg opened up. Continuing to work your first line, always working the first leg until it is full through half your matrix. So half of a matrix full, if a full matrix, 2 legs full, is $65,534 a month. Just everybody having one product, then a half a matrix full is 1 leg full is $32,767. So if you concentrate on getting the first leg full, first of all, you're helping lock in every person that was on that first leg. They're all making more money because all of the spillover is coming in. All the new people are coming in underneath those people that are already there, forcing them to make and have even more money. That's what keeps them in the game. Forcing people to make money, forcing people to have an increased income, because the people up above want 65,000. They're putting more people in. Nobody stops bringing more people. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to just do 2 and stop. Come on, really? You know, there's millions of people out there looking for a way to be rescued from their financial woes. You see very plainly here, very easily, how we can assist them in getting more out of life, having an easier life. Why would you keep that a secret? Why would you not share it with everybody you come in contact with? I'm going to tell you right now, if people object, it is absolutely their loss. When you take this to someone, you're offering them a gift that keeps on giving. And if they choose not to accept the gift, it is absolutely their loss. I kind of think it like this. I don't know, somewhere when I was growing up, somebody said to me, you never look a gift horse in the mouth. Never understood really what that meant, but I'm going to tell you here right now. When you share this with somebody and they don't accept it, you're that horse. You're that gift horse. So just, you got to let some people just take their losses. It's not your loss, it's their loss. And there are plenty of other people out there that will see it for what it is. They'll get excited and they'll want to be part of it immediately. So let those who don't get it, it's absolutely their loss. Leave them behind. Leave them behind. They'll come back later, dragging their tails behind them, weeping, and they're going to be saying this because I've heard it over and over. I should have gotten that when you first showed it to me. Yep, that's right. But you snoozed and you losed. And you don't know who the next person is that's going to come in here and get planted in here under somebody. The upline is already full through many levels here. They're looking to put somebody underneath the next person, help somebody else get full through 15 levels, help somebody else that doesn't have anybody have someone. And they're bringing in people to the tune of 2 or 3 a day. Some people in here have brought in as many as 3 people in a day. Easy enough. It's all about caring enough to share it. Caring enough to share it. That's what it comes right down to. Not sharing it, well, first of all, I think that's kind of selfish. Second, why would you not be sharing this with everybody you come in contact with every single day? Do you really care if they're going to judge you when you offer them the opportunity to have even a quarter of this income every month? That's a choice they're making. I'm going to tell everybody about it because I consider it selfish if I don't. If they choose not to partake, okay, so what? I'm not taking that personal. It's their loss. So don't ever feel embarrassed or ashamed to share something this powerful, this strong with someone. You're offering them a gift that will help them for the rest of their life. We're talking about recurring monthly income, not a one-time Ponzi scheme, not a one-time pyramid scheme. Those are all things that do not have a recurring monthly income. We have products and services here that have recurring monthly fees to be able to use them. That results in recurring monthly income. We just happen to have priced them so cheap that everybody can afford them. And so that the businesses that want to use them cannot even justify not buying them because they're so cheap and they're good products, powerful products. Avatars that work for you, that's like having a 24-hour sales agent working for you 365 days a year, all day long, 24 hours a day. Amazing. For what? $25 a month? $25 a month on the activation fee? That's insane. Way underpriced, by the way, for the marketplace. So obviously, this is something that has viable use and purpose to it. And the compensation plan that's been attached to these products is designed to help people have money, not a company. This is all designed to put money in people's pockets so that we can wipe out poverty, wipe it out, totally wipe it out. So everyone gets paid. You take the position, you buy an avatar, you're in that position. There are people in here that have not sponsored anybody yet, but they have picked up enough spillover. They have gotten their $35 back many times over. And they're on their way to hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in income every single month because there's nowhere for them to go. Their position is locked in and the spillover keeps coming. New people keep coming into this. They can't leave. They can't drop out. If they did, they'd just be leaving us their money. Who's going to do that? Nobody in their right mind. So you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Everyone gets paid. No one drops out. Can't get any better than that. So I'm going to stop right there and let's just get into some Q&A. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? And welcome to all of our new people that are here tonight. We want to address any questions you may have first and foremost. So feel free to unmute and just shout out. And we will make sure that we try to clarify anything that doesn't quite make sense to you. So no problem at all. All right, no questions at all? No questions? Let me see.
Yes.
Yes.
At what point do you actually, like, you go down and then back up?
Mm-hmm.
When do you start growing the other side, leg two?
Don't worry about it.
How?
All you want to concentrate on is this first leg and making sure that all these people are secured with income and everybody's working it together. Your upline, and all these people are contributing to this growth of this one leg. So you build this one leg, that assures you $32,000 right there. That's half your matrix. Then you concentrate on the other side because these people are now strong enough that they are perpetuating the growth beyond the 15th level on their own. So don't need to have to build out both sides at the same time. That's where people get in trouble. That's the problem that I see with the 2x4 SPED matrix. The 2x4 SPED matrix is the most powerful compensation plan there is. The most powerful. But you still have situations where you build down and you have a few worker bees, not very many. And then you have this width that comes in. And now you're trying to figure out how to get enough people under all the people that aren't doing anything. Well, it's very hard when you're spread so thin trying to fill in the width. But when you do it this way, every single thing you do by starting at the bottom and putting your spillover down here underneath the guy on the 14th level, you just fed money. That person, that new person you put right there in that next spot underneath the person on the 14th level, you just paid the 14th person, the 13th person, the 15th person, the 11th person, the 10th person, the 9th person, 8th person, 7th person, 6th person. All these people, 15 levels up, including you, just got paid. Every single one of them got paid. Whereas had this person gone off over here somewhere on the second leg, none of these people would have benefited at all. And now you'd be worrying about how to help this person over here on this second leg and not lose these people that are over here on the first leg. So by everything coming in from the building it down to the bottom pay level and then going back up and your upline helping you go back up here, they're contributing to these people as well, because after all, you could be in the middle of somebody's 14, 15 people. So they're still going to be feeding the people down here underneath you, putting people in here before you even start to go back up. That 14th position, somebody else in here may have already hit, like the person underneath you. You know, it's possible here, you're going to have people up above you putting in people underneath your 10th person. You know, depends on who's up above you. At the point they're full through 15 people, their next person's coming in underneath whoever it is right here that's on their 15th level. First, they're going to help you build this. Then they're going to be putting people in underneath those people. And then you're going to be putting some people in until all these people have a second person. Then you're going to come back and start filling in under the second line. Under those people, you're filling in again, going up, 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 up. And everybody's contributing to it. Everybody's building that one side. Then everybody starts focusing on the second leg. You do the same thing all over. And you get the same support. You have the same support system happening. Because one person's first person is somebody else's 15th person. So before you even get down here and put somebody under the 14th person, somebody up above you may have already put somebody under your first person in the second position there, starting their second leg. Somebody might put one right here for you, starting your second leg. Somebody up above you, starting your second leg. So really, you don't have to worry about what happens in the second leg. It's pretty much going to take care of itself. You focus on these first 15 people, making sure they have somebody, and then making sure that the somebody that came in underneath them, they're getting more people, and they're getting more people, because now these people are coming back up as well. These first 15, they're coming back up that same leg to fill in underneath the people. So it just keeps filling up, going up. And that locks money going into all these people and all the people above you as well, instead of just building out over here and it only affects a few people. When you come in over here and you're building out, the upline is helping you build out the second leg and the third leg, and everybody's participating in building this out. It's forcing money up to more people. More people are getting paid faster. And nobody drops out. You're locking everybody in place. You're locking them in place because they're getting paid. That's what gets people motivated. That's what gets them excited. That's what gets them talking. Testimonies. Testimonies are the most valuable thing in this industry. Everybody always asks, well, how much are you making? And you know, you can't sign them up if you can't tell them you're making any money. But if you have a fast testimony to tell, I made money, I got in here and I got money really fast. I got paid. Maybe I got in here, I got paid and I didn't even sign anybody up. And I don't even know what's going on, but I keep getting money. That is a serious testimony. And I got a couple of those right here. Let me see if I can pull a few people out. Let me see. I'm going to start out here with somebody who's been with me for a little while. Macy, you unmute.
I'm unmuted.
Wonderful. Did I make you make money before you figured out what was going on?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you make sure you pay every month?
Definitely. No doubt.
Yeah. Macy has too much to lose if she doesn't pay every month. So Macy's figured out it's so lucrative, it behooves her to have more than one position in here. Many people have more than one position they're operating. So got somebody else in here. Jerry Watson here. Can you unmute? Hello, Jerry. I don't know. Maybe he's not paying attention. Who do I have on the call tonight that has downline underneath you and you don't even know who they are?
Me.
Anybody else in
Me.
here? Got downline underneath you. You don't even know who these people are, where they came from, how they got there. You didn't sponsor them.
Yep, me too.
Hey, I found the mute button.
Me. Yes, yes, yes.
Jerry, have you made more money than you spent?
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, I thought I was doing so horrible because I wasn't getting anybody to sign up. And she goes, "No, let me show you your spillover." And this is several weeks, just a little bit ago. And I'm just looking at it like, what? Wow. Wow. And then when the payover things start, like I said, toot, toot.
Mhm.
It's just amazing. The spillover is real. It is absolutely for real. Now, if I could just get some people to join in here.
So Jerry's one of those people
Yippee-ki-yay.
that hasn't been able to get anybody to sign up, but he gets paid almost every day here. More money almost every day.
Heck wrong, bud. Hey, but the people say they're going to sign up and they want to sign up when they say it, but they didn't do nothing.
Well,
They
they're
didn't
missing
jump
out
on the
because
traffic
all those
exchange
positions-
or I know. I keep sending them. I was showing Harold the other day. I'm up to 800 and some odd now, Harold, that I've sent out to my list. And it's a lot of stuff. But hey, it'll happen.
Mhm.
Like you
Yep,
said,
well,
it's
it is
not if,
happening.
it's when.
It is happening.
Yes. and it's-
And those who contribute see it happening faster, get better, they're making more money because they're getting the $5 referral bonus. For every person you bring in here, for how much time it takes you to get somebody to sign up here to see the light, get the light bulb to come on, for how much time it takes you to do that, know that you're getting $5 a month from that person every month into infinity. We don't intend for this school to ever go away. Every measure is being taken to make sure that this school never goes away. These compensation plans, these product lines, all this stuff is never going away. Never going away. This is not a fly-by-night deal. This isn't run by a corporation that just wants to make one person get rich and then shut it down. No. That, part of the reason I'm doing this is because I got tired of people doing me that way. But this belongs to you. It's being built by the people for the people. By the people for the people. It belongs to everyone. And it's to be here beyond your lifetime for your children and your children's children and your children's children. Your position in here is an asset that you own, that's forever going to have income coming in. Why? Because the last guy who just came in on your 15th level, he wants $65,000 a month too. And all the people on every leg going down as you build it through 15 levels, all those people in between that 15th person, they want $65,000 a month. They're never going to quit. It's never going to quit. We're never going to run out of people on the planet because people keep having more babies. It's never going to quit. So the growth line continues to grow. It continues to perpetuate, forcing money up to the people that were already up there. Your position is something you're going to have to get put in a will, in a trust, and leave it behind to your kids because it's still going to have this money coming in every month when you're gone. It's an asset that you own. So speaking of assets, we have something else here that you can buy into. There's a position at the very, very top called the investor's position, and you can own part of it and forever get a percentage of the money that flows into that very, very top position. Everybody's underneath it. So you can buy into it for as little as $50. You can own 0.03% of it for just $50. You'll always get that 0.03% of any money that falls in there forever. That's another asset to put in your will and leave to your kids. But what we do with the money is we generate some positions underneath you. One of them is a benevolence position. That benevolence position collects money and then turns around and uses that money to activate more positions underneath it in your downline. These are positions that will be given away to homeless mothers, people on government assistance programs in dire need, people with the $35 is not in their budget. It really is not in their budget. So the goal of all of this is, let's see not only how many mothers can we get housed between now and Christmas, but how many people can we get off the welfare system? How many people can we assist here that are living in dire straits? Right now, we want to help get as many families with kids into independent housing. That's the goal between now and Christmas. How many lives can we affect? So what we do when you buy into the investor's position and you buy a percentage of it, we activate positions in your downline for this benevolence position, number one, and then underneath it, we start putting positions for homeless mothers. We're going to be giving these positions away to women with children, families with children that need housing. They're going to make one commitment to us. They're going to learn how to copy and paste. They're going to show up at school. They're going to bring us 2 people that want to participate. We're going to put their name on that position, let them have the money that's in that position, and they're going to forever be able to obtain the income coming into it. You help us put those positions in there when you buy part of the investor's position, the position at the very top of the matrix. So for $50, you get 0.3% of it, 0.03%. That gets 1 benevolence position and 1 mommy position put underneath you. That mommy position, by the way, is sponsored on your account, and you will forever get the $5 referral bonus on that position. For $100, you can get 0.10%, so 0.1%. You get 2 benevolence positions put underneath you and 2 mommy positions put underneath you. Remember, those benevolence positions, that money is used to reproduce more mommy positions being put in your downline, filling up more positions. For $500, you can get a full 1% of it. That's 2 benevolence positions will be put underneath you and 10 mommy positions. And for $1,000, you can get a full 5% of the position. That'll get you 2 benevolence positions and 20 mothers positions for $1,000. So you can purchase that by doing the same thing you're doing right now, sending in the emails. You make the payment through Cash App, Zelle, or however you're paying in right now. And then just send an email that you applied, you want that purchase, put it in the memo that you want to buy into the investor's position, and then send the email with all the details about the payment as well. We'll send you a letter of declaration, disclosing your particular percentage that you own, and that, that's a letter that you're going to put into your assets. So something that you own. You'll forever get the money that comes out of the investment's position. You're going to forever get the $5 on the mommy's positions, and those positions pay into your upline, which motivates the people they're put underneath, as well as probably pay into your position as well, depending on what level they're coming in at. So anyway, well, they'll always pay into your position because they're going to be put somewhere within your first 15 levels. But the other thing is, we are launching in the soft launch right now on the NMAS program. So we're testing the calculators. We're asking everybody who's bought a VIP, a very important position is what that stands for, very important positioning. If you bought a VIP, to go ahead and make your $25 payment for your November payment on NMAS. It will be used and applied to your service of having the money train opened up, so you can put unlimited links in it. But we do need the payments to come in. We're using them to go ahead and test the calculators, make sure the calculators are all working correctly. And then if we don't have any problems with it, we're going to make it live so that you see it. You'll see the downline that's already been placed underneath you during the pre-launch. And at that point too, we'll start paying the commissions. Any money that's paid in on that, the $20 payment, $25 payment you're paying right now to activate your services there, that is monetized money. Everybody will be getting commissions on it. So probably we figure by Friday, we'll know how the calculators are working out, and we will be starting to send out those commissions earned in the NMAS program and that will be fully up and running at that point. So it'll all be automated in the back office. Anybody in the future coming into it will be able to just go in from the back office, make their payment, plug in their information. They don't have to do the emails anymore on that. We'll still maintain doing emails for the purchases of avatars until the avatar program is fully functional and programmed into the back office. But the NMAS thing is right there, almost ready to go. So we're just looking for payments that we can use to test those calculators. So that, and then we're also doing pre-launch. We're still in pre-launch on the traffic exchange. So people can still buy the $20 VIP, very important positioning, to get themselves in the lineup on the traffic exchange and collect spillover there while we're waiting for that to be facilitated as well into the back office. So any other questions tonight? So real quick, before we go into the pledge and close the meeting.
Yes, I've got for that MAS or whatever that is. The $20 I sent in was is not for that. It would be another 20.
Yeah, we're not doing any more VIPs on the NMAS, only for the traffic exchange.
Oh, so you've already got your testers now.
No, we're still taking testers. People sending in their $25 to activate the money train. That's what we're using to test the calculators. So that's actually commissionable money. It'll be paid out. Commissions on that will start going out probably on Friday. Everything tests out good. So yeah, anybody who's signed up and is ready to go in the NMAS, whether you got the VIP already or you just want to sign up, you can go ahead and make your $25 payment. But we're really wanting all those people who got a VIP to go ahead and get their $25 in, because we've already plugged you into the matrix, and we're wanting to test calculator to see that everybody who's going to get paid got paid, and so on and so on. So anybody who bought a VIP for the NMAS, so those are the ones we're wanting to really get those payments in. Everybody else can load in as soon as we launch it.
So the $20 that I paid does not qualify for the MAS.
If you paid $25 for NMAS, it was applied to NMAS, and you have been already entered into that matrix.
I paid the $25.
$25. Don't get confused. It's $25 for the NMAS. You're paying for the product of the traffic exchange. The VIP is only $20, and the only VIP we're offering at this point is for the pre-launch of the traffic exchange advertising service product.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're in all of it though, Ray. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look, but I would think you're probably in all of it.
Okay, if I'm not, I want.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I'm not, I want to be.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, anybody who's not has got a lot to lose. The sooner you get in, the better off you are, the more spillover you collect. I mean, the longer people wait to get in, the less spillover they're going to get, because there's spillover coming in all the time. So, it's kind of like, grab the next position as fast as you can. Don't lose any spillover, Yeah. All right. So can I get everybody to unmute? Let's get a shout out from everybody who's gotten paid on the Avatar program. We're now.
I got some money. I got paid.
I got paid.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Got paid.
Money keeps coming in.
It's wonderful. It's fantastic.
I got paid.
Does anybody here feel like the Cheshire Cat? Like I know something nobody else knows about.
Yeah, I do. That's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, with this new twist to it of going down and then coming back up, you definitely know something that nobody else knows anything about. So that is a game changer right there. All right, guys. So I'm going to ask Susan to go ahead and pull up the pledge, and we will recite what it is that we're really here about, and make commitments to our cause. And then I'll hang around and answer any other questions, help anybody with any personal things that need to be handled. We have breakout rooms. So Susan, are you going to be training tonight in a breakout
Yes, I will be.
room? Okay, very good.
Not to go back in there. I just took care of my payment and getting ready to get my email off to you.
Okay, wonderful. So Susan will be training on Safe List tonight. If anybody wants to go in and join her in the breakout room. Do we have breakout rooms that are?
I don't think you set them up, or whoever set them up correctly. I don't see them.
I'm going to let you share the screen and do the pledge, and I'm going to work on getting the breakout rooms fixed. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, you got to take off the current chair.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Okay. Okay, please unmute and repeat after me. I have been blessed
I have been blessed
with the knowledge and the weapon
with the knowledge and the weapon
that will eradicate poverty
that will
eradicate poverty
simply and easily.
simply and easily.
I have the power and the solution
the
I
power
have the power and the solution
to help end the problems
and the problems
that poverty breeds.
poverty breeds.
I am an intricate part
intricate part
Integral part
of ending the suffering
of ending the
ending suffering
of millions of people
of millions
of people
around the world.
around the world.
I respect and honor
I respect and honor
the privilege and ability
the privilege and
ability
that has been bestowed on me
that has been
bestowed on me
to make a difference in poverty.
to make a difference in
difference in poverty.
I will not waste time.
Waste time.
I hasten to the call of duty
To the call of duty.
and pledge to give my best
and pledge to
Pledge
give
to my best
every day to this cause
every day to this cause
in the interest of all mankind.
in the interest of mankind.
Interest of all mankind.
Before my God,
For my God,
God,
who wants his people to prosper,
who wants his
wants
people to prosper,
I make this pledge.
I make this pledge.
pledge.
Semper Fi.
Simplify.
Is Joseph on the call?
He was earlier.
Okay.
But is Robert still here?
Yeah, right
Yeah, I
here.
could hear his voice.
Go ahead and do the affirmations.
Sure. Let's go. Here we go. I am grateful
I am grateful
I am grateful
that money comes to me
that money comes to
to
me
me
in increasing quantities
in increasing
increasing
quantities
quantities
from multiple sources
from multiple sources
on a continuous basis.
on a continuous basis.
I am a money magnet.
I am a money magnet.
I earn $10,000 a month
$10,000 a month
from network marketing.
network marketing.
I am healthy.
I am
Healthy.
I am wealthy.
I am wealthy.
I am happy.
I am happy.
I am loved.
I am
I am loved.
I am success.
I am success.
I am prosperity.
I am prosperity.
I am abundance.
I am abundant.
I am money.
I am money.
money.
I am the universe.
I am the universe.
Universe.
I am amazing.
I am amazing.
Amazing.
I am
I am
I am.
that I am
that I
I
am
am.
every day
every day
Every day.
in every way.
in every way.
Every way.
I am getting better and better.
I am getting
Getting
better
better
and
and
better.
better.
The Lord is my shepherd.
The Lord is my
Shepherd.
shepherd.
I shall not want.
I shall not want.
This is the day
This is
This
the
is the
day
day
the Lord has made.
The Lord has made.
has made.
We will rejoice
We will
Rejoice
rejoice
and be glad in it.
and be
we're
glad
glad
in
in
it.
it.
I allow the energy of wealth,
I allow the energy of wealth,
Wealth,
prosperity,
prosperity,
abundance,
abundance,
compassion,
compassion,
and empathy
and empathy
empathy,
to flow into my heart
to flow into my heart
and life today.
and life today.
By thought, the thing I want
I thought the thing I want
comes to me.
comes to me,
By action,
but only by action
do I receive it.
do I receive it.
So I think big
So I think big
big,
act on it daily.
and act on it daily.
daily.
I create as I speak.
I create as I speak.
Amen.
Amen.
So it is. All right. God bless everybody. Thanks for all you do to help each other and those out there in the world that need assistance. A relief. They need relief. Let's go liberate them. God bless.
Joseph's on the phone.
Yeah, I can see one breakout room. I'll be there shortly.
All right.
I have an email to get sent out.
Okay. So if anybody's got anything you want to share tonight, please feel free to do so. You want to hang around and visit, you need some help from me, let me know.
Hey, Lizelle, Robert
Uh-huh.
here. I want to keep you up today. We got 3 more today. So now we got about 15 to go to get that 1,000. So,
Woohoo!
so that was, I got 3 in this morning. So we might be at the 1,000 by Friday, by next week. So yes.
Way to go, Robert. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's going
All
great.
right.
That's why I shared it with you guys.
All right.
moving
Good
along.
job.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Amazing.
Joseph's
Absolutely
on the
amazing.
And
I'm
Joseph,
sorry,
are you to do the prayer? Joseph?
is Joseph here?
Yeah.
I see
I
his
already
name.
had asked.
I see his name.
Maybe he can't talk.
Yeah, maybe he's not unable to unmute.
Yeah. So good
I know
luck,
sometimes
everybody.
he's also driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. May have something going on in the background. So
Right.
yeah, amazing work you guys are all doing, plugging in. You know, Joanne here, awesome. You know, I love these stories. People coming in telling me, I've never been able to sponsor anybody, and I'm just sponsoring people right and left. It's cool. It's
Hey,
awesome.
so the NMOS email that we paid also goes to admin acquisition or goes to the Yahoo Addy?
No, the only thing that goes to admin is your email with your legal documents. you know,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and
Okay,
your
so
wallet
thank
information.
goodness I haven't hit send yet.
Everything else goes to the Yahoo. And questions about anything
Right.
come to the
Okay.
Zoom call.
Yeah,
Don't
just
send
double checking.
emails.
I'm glad I
Don't
didn't
make
hit
phone
send yet.
calls. Come to the Zoom call if you got questions.
Uh,
We do not have staffing to handle tons of phone calls,
yeah, I was
emails.
just double
all that
checking.
mess.
Now I'm gonna hit send.
Yeah. So good job. Y'all are rocking it, and it's gonna be a very, very awesome Thanksgiving, in my opinion.
God,
Yeah, gonna be exciting. Lot to be grateful for. We got plenty of time between now and Thanksgiving. Just think about it. Where could you be? How many
I think I forgot to put that was for NMOS, but anyway, in the memo of the Zelle, I didn't put the, well, I think in the subject line it says NMOS.
Mhm.
Let me go back to my sent folder.
So are you taking time off around Thanksgiving?
Me?
Or
I'm
are we
sorry.
going straight, or are we going straight through?
I won't be
Yeah, it
taking
says
much
NMOS.
time off.
Subject line is NMOS payment, so like I don't think the body needs to have that as well.
Y'all pretty much hang out with me all day, every day, no matter where I go.
I can hardly wait for New
My
Year's
grandkids,
Eve
y'all
at
get to
our
hear them.
party.
Do I?
New Year's Eve at our party.
Yeah, our birthday is New Year's
Yeah, it'd be
Eve.
actually the second one because we had one roughly 2 years ago when we kicked off the official launch, and then this last New Year's on our 1-year anniversary. And I'm looking forward again to our 2-year anniversary.
Yep. Yep. Awesome stuff. Lots to celebrate coming up. So,
Let's see.
lots to celebrate.
The quickest way to get back to traffic ad bar.
So y'all doing a phenomenal job. Avatars are flying everywhere. We're invading Santa everywhere. I love it. The invasion of the avatars. I'm back to work. More presentation materials for you. Updating. We're going to be working on updating all the videos on all the capture pages.
Awesome.
And, yeah. So for right now, you know, Santa is the number one man on the scene.
Mm-hmm. Well, heading to breakout room 1 now.
Alrighty. Anybody wants to go with Susan in there, you can hang out with her and check out what she does on Facebook. She is right behind Robert, neck and neck, in personally sponsored people. So right at almost 1,000 people. Pretty amazing. That translates to $5,000 a month in personal referral bonus as all those people come in here. And they have so many people that, you know, still are not even aware of what's going on here. As they become aware, guys, Robert and Susan's people are going to be spillover under all of you. So pretty amazing. Yeah. I'd say you've been blessed. You don't even know it yet, really.
And really, there's still those other platforms you said that are coming in.
Yep, that too. And all those people coming in underneath you guys over there, if they haven't already pre-registered in any of the other stuff, which I know most of them have not, they're just unaware. But I'll be sending out more and more emails.
No, but you said that there's 3 platforms from the programmer.
Yeah, the Avatar program. Artificial intelligence is the Avatar program. And then the NMAS is the other program, which right now everybody's paying. We're activating that. And then the next one will be the traffic exchange advertising platform. Those are the 3. So very close to having them all launched. I think that by the end of November, we will definitely have all 3 fully functional. It's going to be awesome. Very awesome. I will be very grateful. It is a big job taking on running this without programming. A very big job.
Once that happens, if you're in these programs, does that mean that your 25 or whatever it is comes off automatically every month? Or is it still going to have to send it in?
I'm debating bringing back in a credit card payment processor, but the problem with that is, if you'll notice, most companies that allow you to pay with a credit card do not pay you commissions for a month. The reason is they want to make sure that there's not going to be a chargeback on that credit card. You cannot pay out commissions and then have people do chargebacks on credit cards. So the reason that we're doing it the way we're doing it is so that your money comes in. It's not in a form that you can request a chargeback on it. That means I can go ahead and send it out to people and put immediate money in people's pockets. And part of the beauty of what's happening here right now, part of the reason people are getting excited is because they've been getting payments almost on a daily basis. Some people are getting payments on a daily basis. They're at the very top up there. Every time somebody new comes in, they're getting paid. They're getting paid like every day. So that's causing a lot of excitement. If it was that nobody got paid on what happened in October till sometime in November, there wouldn't be half the activity going on that's going on here. So, you know, back in the day, guys, we did not have debit cards at all, at all. And most people paid their bills by sitting down once a month or a couple times a month with a checkbook, and they wrote a check and put it in the mail. They had to get an envelope and address it, put a stamp on it. And if they didn't have any stamps, they'd have to go to the post office and get some stamps. And that's how everybody paid their bills. So for the kind of money you're going to be getting here, I think you can log into your back office and make a little payment from a Zelle or a Cash App or whatever it is, and then go put your information about that payment in your back office. Yeah. You're going to be getting emails reminding you got a payment come up. You want to make sure you set a timer. You got smartphones. It has a calendar in it. You can program it to alarm you. I got to make this payment. Yeah. You might have it go off 2 or 3 times a day. I got to get this payment made today, you know, to remind you so you don't forget. Because if you do forget and you don't keep at least one product activated on there, well, whatever money came into your account that day that you went inactive, you won't be getting it. And forever how many days it takes you to figure it, remember that you got to make that payment, you will lose your group bonus volume. You will lose that money. So there's your motivation to make sure you get your payment in on time. That's going to be a lot of money to miss out on. Keep your payment up to date. You know,
Are there any programs?
when you got a doctor's appointment, you know you got to show up or you're going to get charged a no-show, right? So you can, you know, everybody's just going to have to keep track of that. And if you got more than one account, you got to make sure you log into each one of those accounts and process that payment out for each account. That's the big problem with doing credit cards is we cannot afford to have people, and there are people out there that are, you know, there's always a smarty in the, you know, somewhere. They'll come in and activate about, you know, a whole bunch of accounts on a credit card and then get all the commission back and then do a charge back on all of it. Thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm not playing those kind of games. We're not going to jeopardize things because there's a few people out there that just can't act right, have no honor. So we're just not going to let them get away with that. Not happening. So I don't know, you know, this is still though, even if you got to go in there and make that payment every month, this is the easiest thing you're ever going to do for the most money you're ever going to make for the least amount of money you're going to ever spend. So, take advantage of it, full advantage of it. Absolutely.
Include that detail in your will.
Do what?
I said include that detail in your will.
That is right. Tell your heirs, don't forget to make this payment. I'm going to leave you all this money, but you got to get in there and make that payment every month. Yeah. But, you know, whoever your heirs are, certainly before you leave this planet, they have already become adults and, you know, they have their own positions as well that they're operating from. So they already know the name of the game. So when they inherit your position, you know, and all they're going to need to inherit your position is really the username and password. And we need a letter from you to release the money to somebody else. You can send us that letter now even and say, in the event that I am no longer here, I am willing this to so-and-so. You tell us who is entitled to take the money. We need a written letter from you. That's all we need. Transfer ownership. Easy enough, but you do want to put it in a will. If you think you got family that's going to be fighting over what you got, you need to put it in your will and then be specific about it. A lot of people, a lot of problems happen in families because people don't take care of business before they leave. And then the family gets into it, you know, and it separates people and causes a lot of disruption in family relations. Whereas if people just take care of that business beforehand, you know, there's nothing for them to fight over. Anybody who contests a will not get anything. Absolutely. So, you know, why would they contest it? They'd have too much to lose to contest whatever it was you put in your will. If you want things to go the way you want them to go, You need to make sure your will is written and it is explicit. So, yeah. Anyway. All right. So this graphic that you saw tonight is in the it is in your back office. You can get to it through the Google storage drive area. So this is actually the PowerPoint that I'm sharing here. Let's see, close that out. So if you go into the back office of the school, if you go in through the back office of the school and you go into the Google storage drive area, you can find that graphic in the Your Financial Journey Google Drive storage area. And it is called Everyone Gets Paid. So here you go into Your Financial Journey. It's in a number of places in here. Actually, you're just looking for a PDF. So it's in presentations, it's in Marketing the Crusade. If you go into any of those, Marketing the Crusade, you'll find it right here in these pictures. Everyone Gets Paid right there. And you can do whatever you want with it. Trying to explain it to somebody. There you go. So anyway, another day. Yeah. So we're off to a good running start, guys. The end of our first month. We got a couple of rookies here that got first place. People that typically don't have much success in network marketing at all. In fact, I think one of them actually told me had never sponsored anybody in anything. Was that you, Joanne? Wound up being the top producer and winning that 25% of the elite positions. At the top of all of these matrices, right under the investor's position, there's something called the elite position, the elite marketing team. And whoever has the most new activations in the course of a month, this is true of both the avatar matrix and in the money train matrix, same thing. If you're the top producer bringing the most new activations, you get 25% of the earnings of that elite marketing position. There'll be 2 winners every month in each matrix. Yes.
I just got notice from my dad that he's going to join, and he's going to have his wife join, but underneath him.
Wonderful. Way to go. I love it when people bring the whole family in, because you know what? Typically that does not happen.
Yeah, I plan on taking care of my nieces and getting them in the near future too.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's just a smart thing to do, and then start building. I'll just kind of share with y'all something here. So have y'all met Terrace here? I don't know if y'all, a few of you were hanging out with Terrace today on the call, as we do, kind of keep that open all day for assistance. It's kind of our our customer service area, but y'all get in there and kind of talk and have some fun and get to know each other and everything. Well, interesting thing happened today as Terrace activated his account with his sponsor, who is Joanne. I'll just show you how that came out. You know, I'm managing this build out manually until it is functioning in the back office. But I'll just share with you what, let me see, I'm back on the screen here. Oops, Under meeting. All right. So here's Joanne right here. This is actually her second position. She's double dipping. She has two positions, and which we don't care if you do that. You know, we're going to report to the IRS whoever we paid all the money to. So, you know, you can double dip all you want. Just note you got to sponsor at least 2 people for each position you activate to do your part of adding to the growth of the downline. So Joanne's up here. Joanne sponsored this guy, James, right here, which we don't see him coming around, but his account's activated, so he keeps getting paid. He hasn't sponsored anybody yet, though, but he will. So, and then Joanne sponsored another lady named Loretta that came in as spillover underneath James. And then Loretta sponsored this guy, Horace. And we don't see any of these guys, all 3 of those guys. Never see them coming around. But they're all getting paid because down here underneath them, here's some spillover came in. This is BW Holmes, who's a pretty good network marketer, been around for a while. So he came in as spillover underneath Horace. So this started causing Horace got paid, Loretta got paid, James got paid, Joanne got paid. Some more people up there got paid above Joanne. And then BW brought in Harold Gibson. So Harold goes, oh man, 2x4 stud matrix? Yeah. So he brings in and opens up positions for his son, right, Harold? Your son, his wife, his dad. Then he decided to buy into the investor's position. Did I get that right? He decided to buy into the investor's position at this point, and that resulted in a benevolence position coming in, and a mommy position, and another mommy position. So that came because he invested into the investor's position. So then he put in someone else, your daughter?
Yes.
Put in another family member, and then some more spillover came in from BW Holmes up there above him, who brought him in. Now BW Holmes creating some more spillover, puts in Max Sheed here. Then Macy, way up there, Macy puts in Larry Lett, and Larry comes in underneath Max Sheed. And then guess what? Joanne brings in Terrace. So I'm counting down Joanne. I'm going, okay, Joanne, how many people are you full? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're building this down for 15 levels, right? So 12, 13, 14. Larry Lett turned out to be the 14th person. So where did Joanne's 15th person go to fill out, to finish filling this out 15 levels? Terrace wound up right there. So now when Terrace paid to buy his avatar, it paid Larry, Mac, Kennedy, this mom, the benevolence position picked up $1. Harold picked up $1. Harold's dad did. Harold's wife did. Harold's son did. Harold did. BW picked up $1. Horace picked up $1. Loretta picked up $1. James picked up $1. And Joanne picked up $1. So at this point, on this lineage of people, Joanne's already collected $15 on this whole group of people towards reactivating this position's reactivation fee when it comes due again. So, and she obviously has more than 2 people in here that were personally sponsored. Here's 1, 2, 3. She's got 3 people in here personally sponsored. So that gave her $15 in personal referral bonuses, as well as the other $15. She made $30 on this already. So she's $5 in the profit. Now, as any of these activate another person, well, then Joanne gets paid again. So, and these guys are going to be building, you know, Mac here needs to be full through 15 levels. So he's going to be building out underneath Terrace. Terrace is wanting money, so he's going to start building out his 15. Well, his 15 down here become Larry's 15 and Mac's 15 and Kennedy's 15 and this mom's 15. Do you see how what one person does affects so many other people? Just causing everybody to get in profit mode immediately. So you just never know what's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you what, I think Terrace is going to give us all a run for our money here. He's got this. He has got this. So Larry Lett here, somebody who just happened to be in the right place there at the right time, doesn't even know this has happened right now, is somebody that I know has tried very hard, and his heart is really in eradicating poverty, but he hasn't been able to sponsor anyone. So, but he keeps paying. He made sure his payment was in. He paid. So as Terrace goes to work to get his 15 people in place underneath him, Larry Lett's going to get the $15 he needs for his next month. He's going to have a downline that's building out. Those people are going to continue to build. He's going to wind up having the $25 that he needs to pay that reoccurring. And he's eventually going to be sponsoring people that are going to fall in underneath the people that Terrace is bringing in. Why is he going to be able to do that? Because he's going to have a testimony of income. That's why. So making people have a testimony of income, that's the real business that we're in. Making people make money so that they have a testimony is the thing they need so they can sponsor people. Because if they can't sponsor people any other way, that testimony that they're getting paid will get the job done. People will want to know, where'd you get the money? They're going to follow them everywhere they go. They're going to sign up all kinds of people just on the fact that they have a testimony. So good show, Joanne.
No, I have been out of the room. I'm so sorry. I missed everything.
Well, I think it was recorded, so I guess you can listen to it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes,
It's
I
on
had.
recording still. So
I had to
anyway,
I had to leave the room. Was it
it was a
good?
beautiful thing, and you made it happen.
I
Actually,
did.
I believe there's some other force behind it all, but yeah. Larry Lett here deserved more than anybody I know to have Terrace come in underneath him. Larry Lett,
What did I have to do with it?
you brought Terrace in.
Oh, Terrace. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm on drugs. Pardon me.
All right. Well, it's been fun. It's been a great day, guys. Another great day. All the days are great days here because nothing but good stuff happens here. Isn't that great? You know what? I used to be in the automotive restoration business, and every day was miserable because there was always a problem and there's always unhappy people. I'll tell you what, Jaguar owners, we specialized in European cars, restoration in European cars. And, you know, some people are tied up in their car like it was part of them. They don't know what to do without their symbol of status or whatever it is. You know, I could never understand it. I mean, you think you took away their, you know, their firstborn child or something to have their car in the garage. And you talk about unhappy people. Oh my gosh, and threatening to sue you and all kinds of stuff. I'll tell you a funny story. When the economy crashed in the 80s, we had a Jaguar client that came in. You know, these people are driving, you know, back then $50,000 cars were very expensive cars. Now they're not so much expensive, considered that expensive anymore. But back then, you know, in the 80s, if you had a $50,000 car, you know, so they would come in though when the economy was crashing, everybody was going bankrupt, you know, losing everything they had. We had a guy come in and told us he couldn't afford to get the brakes fixed on his Jaguar. So he was going to come up with some reason to sue us over some car repair thing. And I can't remember the details of it all, but he just forewarned us, I'm going to file a lawsuit against you. It's not that you did anything wrong, but I know that your insurance company will pay me hush up money to go away because it'll cost them more to go to court against me, and they'll just pay me so then I can get my brake job done.
Oh my God.
And I had to hire an attorney to go to court over it all. I was like, are you kidding me? He flat out came and told me that face to face. There are strange people out there in the world. But yeah. So, you meet all kinds, but that business was a headache and a half. Made a bunch of money. It was a lot of fun. I got to drive Bugatti race cars and I drove Jaguars every day, and my daily driver, I had even had a DeLorean at one time, and the Mercedes Gullwing and all of those. But you know what? They ain't nothing. They're not nothing. And I thought when everything crashed, I wouldn't be able to live without my cars and my rings and my fur coats and all that. I'm going to tell you what, I haven't put on a fur coat in over 40 years. I figured out what had to happen was that I had to have a humbling experience, but I knew that stuff didn't bring you happiness. But when the network marketing company that I had replaced my business with, I replaced my automotive business with my network marketing. And then when that crashed and I lost everything, then I got my real sense of value of money and understood money and the stewardship of money. And I will never be that wasteful with money ever again. Nobody needs diamond rings and fur coats and fancy cars. Nobody needs that stuff. And there's plenty of other places to put it besides on vanity.
On your body.
Vanity. Your ego will kill you. So I had to have a humbling experience. I lost everything. And I'm grateful that I went through that, because I really wasn't a happy person until I did. And then I understood the real value of everything and what it was that I was intended to do. I never would be doing this if I hadn't gone through that crash, total crash. I had to come down. You ride too high on your horse too long, you need to expect a humbling experience to happen. I'll just say. So anyway,
thank you for sharing
about
that.
what you own, it's about what you can help other people have. Absolutely.
Lizelle?
Yes.
I'd like to see the other side and see, like where I'm sitting there, or if there's anything happening over there.
Over there, where? Oh, where you're at?
Yeah.
Is this Ray?
Yes. If there's any, like it seems that every time you show.
You're right here. You came in with, who's your sponsor? Ann. Ann is.
And there's no spillover.
So you've got, and I'll just show you what's going on above you. The lady above you is somebody I put in as spillover underneath Carlton Moore here, who is sponsored by Benita. And I think we'll see him come around. I got the impression he's a pretty strong marketer. And I think we'll see him come around. He just hasn't really grasped completely what this is. So I created some spillover here. I brought in this lady who is an elderly grandmother raising a child, a granddaughter. And above that, I don't know who this person is right here. Somebody else that Benita brought in. This is Benita's son. This is somebody else Benita brought in. Benita's very strong too. She creates a lot of spillover here. Look at all these people she's brought in. She is up here, higher up. Benita's up way up here, and she's probably sponsored about half of the people that are down in this leg. Linda Galloway is up here, and she's very, very strong, very strong. So between those two, and then you have Ann in here, and Ann's no lightweight either. She's brought in a couple of very strong people. Where is she? Is Ann your sponsor? No,
yes.
Thinking of the wrong person. So Ann is, where is Ann? way up here somewhere, I guess. Okay, Anne is right here. She immediately, within like her first day, brought in Bill Newland, who has a big following of people, and I expect he's probably going to figure out what this is pretty soon. He got in, but he hasn't been active just yet. So as he kicks in, but you're already like on his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're about on his 11th level here. So, you know, any of these people up here, get busy, start sponsoring people, they're coming in underneath you, Ray. All these people need to go get there too. And when they do, they're coming in straight underneath you.
Well, I've got two signed up tonight, so once they get set in there.
Yep. So, yeah, just keep filling it in. But whether there's spillover from these people coming in underneath there, you get your two, they get their two, who get their two, who get their two. Perpetual growth is right there. Everybody just getting there too causes it to happen.
Yeah.
Well, go on, I'm sorry.
I'd like to see,
You're cutting
I'd
out.
like to see Lynn go in first.
You want to put Lynn here?
Yes. And then Brian.
Okay. So, and you already sent the paperwork in for those?
Paperwork and the money's in. It's left me
They'll
anyway.
probably be.
I couldn't send it in directly.
Yeah. So those will get processed in
It
between
went to
tonight
Linda.
and tomorrow. Yeah, if it came in today, it'll get processed tomorrow.
Yeah.
What about my mother's foundation?
Mm-hmm.
It's up here.
Yeah, it's right there.
I would love to put a thrift store under her. Can I do that?
No.
Eventually?
No. You concentrate on real live people.
Oh.
Real live people that will perpetuate the growth.
All right.
Yeah. I put the thrift store in right here above that. Under Bill. Under this mom. So if the money flows into this position, this will be used to help open up those thrift stores that will be providing benevolence help to people in need in communities, and then we'll be using the store's money from the sale of donated items to activate positions in here for people that come into the store asking for assistance for rent, utilities, and things like that. First thing that happens, they get plugged in. So, but
that's only for one thrift store. I mean, we need a few.
No, that'll be a nationwide chain. That'll be a nationwide chain serving every community. And all those people that come into the stores for benevolence assistance from the sale of the stuff that people donate nationwide, all those people will be coming in here sponsored by admin as spillover to everybody. Yeah. I predict that that will be anywhere from 50 to 100 people every day per store. $65,000 a month coming into that position will allow me to open at least one store a month.
But how do we get more thrift stores in there?
Money. No, we don't need more positions for more thrift stores. I need people underneath that position building it out so that the money flows. I don't need more positions for the thrift store. Huh?
For the other, so you're saying for the others?
No, because if $65,000 is flowing into that position every month, I can open another store somewhere every single month. That's 12 stores in a year.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So I'll activate other positions for the thrift store throughout in the downline here and there. I want you to concentrate on real life people. Real life people perpetuate the growth. Empty positions like that do not. So I already sponsored one person for that position. To qualify that position with 2 people personally sponsored, I put in this lady right here. This lady is one of the 2 to qualify this position for having its 2 people, which there is no real sponsorship qualification. The qualification is simply you keep your product active, you're entitled to the income. But we need people that want to perpetuate the growth, that want $65,000 a month.
It's just such an exciting thing, I think, to do that. It just blows me away, you know, really.
Everybody just going to get that 65,000 for themselves is just going to do a lot of good for a lot of stuff.
I mean, what a perfect thing to contribute to if one wants to.
Mhm.
I just want to get to the point where I can say I make 10,000 a month, and then we'll just carry on from there.
Even that will get people to follow you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If the people that have seen me over the last 30, 40, 50 years see that I'm fluent or have lots of money, they'll start watching.
Yeah. Yep. It won't take long.
Like when you live it on
more every day.
When you live on 10,000.
Hand up there. Harold? Harold, did you raise your hand just now?
He did, but he's got his mic muted.
Your mic
Okay,
is
I got my hand up. With the business cards. Yes, ma'am.
Yep. What's it with business cards?
Huh?
What was that about business
Oh,
cards?
I was gonna ask about business cards. We run that by you?
Yeah, I've got.
I said we run that by you. We want to order some business cards.
Yeah. If you've got, something you want to do, that's fine. Just kind of give me a proof on it, just to be sure the wording isn't something that might.
I was asking, do we run that by you if we want to order?
Yeah. Now I do have business cards for the crusade that people can order. There's an area back here in your back office called Get Branded. It's in this the Your Financial Journey area. There's one called Get Branded, and it's all about the crusade. So we're even equipped to go out and do a trade show or something. So it's all the stuff that where did my business card Get Branded? There we go. Where is this? All right, here it is. So like, here's a business card. These are little square ones, but we also, the ones I just ordered last night from Russell are regular size standard cards. This one's like about an inch, 2-inch square little card. It's a little bit.
I want to get some that would.
Yeah. Now the ones I ordered for Russ last night were regular standard size business cards. So there's a business card. Here's a postcard thing that talks about, what we do with GDI, but we don't talk about GDI. We just talk about, this concept of, you pay $10 a month and it turns into $19,525. you know, in 5 weeks' time. Pretty incredible, but it's based on everybody getting one a day, five in their first week, you know, one a day to spend $10 each, you know. So, you know, I put out there the scenarios that this is what you could have if everybody buckled down and did it. Look where everybody would be. But people don't do it. So 3-ring binder. Okay. So here's t-shirts. But you can access this. It's in the back office through the on that Your Financial Journey. There's a folder called Get Branded. The baseball caps.
10-4.
These bags, coffee mugs, mouse pads, yard signs. They're not for your yard really, but if you're doing a trade show or something, you could stick these in the ground on those little wire things, like a realtor sign thing. They're printed on both sides. Flags. These flags. And there's a banner for the wall. Pillows.
Oh, you got the banners too? Okay.
Yeah.
Throw a 10 in there because I've done some trade shows
today.
before. I had got me a 10 with my website.
You did what?
I said, I've done trade shows before. I try to do like I had a pop-up tent and had my cloth with all my website stuff on it and some stuff on the table and all that kind of.
Yeah.
Invested into my
Have
business.
2 computers up there. One that's playing the Crusade to Kill Poverty video on it. When I put this together, what I envisioned doing, and then we got hit with the COVID and all this other stuff, was to have the black pop-up tents and then have these little flag things like this on the corners flopping out there, you know, things that move, catch people's attention. So flags and things that whip and wave around, catch people's attention. Putting this up in the back on the wall, if it was on an indoor place, or hanging it in the front of the at the back of the tent up in the back. And then they make the tent with the drapes so that if you had a table across the back wall of it, you could have computers there where people are looking at a black drape, the tent that has the black you know, curtain back there, so they don't see all the distraction behind there. So they're sitting there looking at a screen. They could have earphones on and they're listening to the presentation on a computer that they can sit right there and register themselves in on your link right there, you know. So you could have like 3 computers on a 6-foot table and 3 little chairs there, and people sitting there while you're standing at the front of the tent talking to people that are passing by, looking at what's going on. You got your stuff on that front table where they're able to, you know, coffee mugs and mouse pads and all this stuff out there with this Crusade stuff all over it, you know. You know, you got your t-shirt
the same
on
time when I did mine. That same company is not in play no more. And I got all that stuff, pull up banners that pull up. I can put the little rod on it. It's over 6 feet tall, waving everywhere. I'm like, it was a good investment when I did, and it got a lot of success behind it, but that does work.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, people stopping, you know, free to make that account, and they watch the video and maybe they'll just pay right then and there, you know. So, and this was based on showing them the video of GDI, what I do with GDI, and turn it into $3,905 income right there. There's the postcard about it. $3,905 earned each week for 5 weeks becomes $19,525. That's GDI right there. That is right there is about manipulating GDI. Easy peasy. And the thing is, you could sign somebody up, and the next person that walks up at the table, sign them up right behind that person. You could sit there all day and sign up people, one behind the person who's sitting there at the table. They sign up, and the next guy in line, they sign up behind that person. You're creating spillover on the spot. They don't even know each other. They're making money before they even tell anybody anything about it. They can sign up for free. It's free for 7 days. 7 days, absolutely.
That's gonna be my next investment. Get my trade show stuff back together.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So I've got plenty of t-shirts on hand already printed.
That's
Thanks.
uniform. That's a
Do what?
write-off. That's uniform. I said, that's the uniform. That's the write-off.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not real big on t-shirts myself, and I think women just look better and a more, so here's this lady's shirt, and I came up with the lady's design. My heart bleeds with hatred for poverty. It does. I hate poverty. I think there's some things in life that weren't being hated. I hate poverty. I really do. It's destroyed so many families. Look at all these people in prison for crimes to create more money. They wouldn't, it's desperation. It's desperation. So, most of the drug dealers, if you've ever known anybody that's a big, serious, big time drug dealer, they don't do drugs. They can't afford to be messed up. They got to keep their what straight, or they're going to wind up in jail. So they're constantly playing this cat and mouse game with the police. They got to be sharp and on their toes. They can't afford to be messed up. They're only selling drugs for the money. It's very lucrative. Very, very lucrative. They can make so much more money selling drugs than getting a job. Why would they want to work hard? So what better way to get drugs off the streets and get these guys out of the prisons and shut down the revolving door on the prisons than to show them a legal way to produce as much or more money than they're making selling drugs with no risk of going to jail? That's my answer to it.
I can tell you a story about it.
Dynamite.
I can tell you a story. I can tell you a story about a guy that was in sales, and as a matter of fact, he sponsored me, and he went on, and after a little while, he got himself fired. Next thing I heard from him, there was a motorcycle club down around Simcoe, Ontario, and they decided to do a cleansing because some of their members weren't quite following the standards. And they went out and shot about 9 people. And this guy that had sponsored me was one of the guys that was charged in it. Him and his girlfriend, there was one girl involved. There was 5 of them charged. And he was one of them. He didn't do very well in the sales business.
Well, they're not going to do very well because nobody does very well.
No.
Honestly, nobody does. 95 to 98% of people who get in network marketing drop out within their first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If they make it through the 3rd month, it's a miracle that they're still paying their PV in something. But when you can put somebody in a compensation plan like we have and force them to have income, and then show them how quickly and easily they can increase it legally, yeah, there's a chance of taking them off the streets. I don't need any more kids dying from heroin overdose because some punk wants to get rich. That's all it comes down to. Some punk wants to get rich and will cut some stuff with some bad stuff, and then we got dead kids. And we got addicts. We got addicts because people want to get rich. It's not the guys selling it that are doing it.
I know
I
an
go
ex-addict
about that. My experience with some of you know, some of you don't, but I ran halfway houses for parolees for 5 years. I housed over 400 guys that came out of prison. Not one of them had even a GED. So that tells you anything. They're not going to do well in life. And they're always going to do what they know how to do to survive, unless somebody shows them something different, puts them in a position that they don't have any choice but to make money legally. Is the only way you're ever going to keep them out of jail. The only way we're ever going to keep them from doing things, they're going to wind up putting them back in jail. So I just say, sponsor all of them. At least when they go to jail, their old lady and the kids will have some money. they won't be on welfare services.
I have a question, and then I'm going to go. What is that SEMP fee? What does that mean?
What is that?
SEMP fee.
Oh, Simplify?
Yeah.
Simplify
Okay.
is Latin for do or die. It means loyal to the
Oh,
end.
okay.
Yeah.
Just had to ask, and now I'm going to go home. I've been sitting in the office here since noon, so I'm going to go home.
All righty. Well,
okay.
Pleasure having you on board, Ray. We only got one way to go from here, and that's up and away.
Let's get that Pioneer going or something going, and we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Macy, you have your hand up there?
Oh yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night. Well, I just wanted to ask. I just wanted to ask, since we've met you, and if we haven't hit rock bottom like you were talking about you did, are we okay now? Because I hear so many stories, it's like they don't ever make it until they hit rock bottom, and I don't want to have that.
No, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing to prevent that.
I know. I just had to ask it.
Yeah. Well, I just share that to say, money's not what some people think it is, and when you get it, be frugal.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I've lost my share, but I didn't go under. And but you hear so many.
I lost $1 million piece of property over a network marketing company that couldn't hold it together.
Right. But you hear so many that lose everything and then get better. And sometimes I wonder if it's totally the truth, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I just had, when I thought that when that all happened, I really thought it was the end of the world.
I can imagine.
End of the world. But then I got over it, and I'm like, you know what? So what? I started realizing the things that were really important in life, and they had nothing to do with money.
Right.
And I realized that I certainly didn't need the fancy cars and all that stuff. And in fact, I got to the point where I was embarrassed that I even had them.
I know we had a Jaguar once, and it was like an old Jaguar. It wasn't like we had a new Jaguar. And a guy was taking up money for the Easter, whatever. And we didn't have any money. And he said, well, look what you're driving. And he said, that's why we don't have no money.
Yeah.
But our in-laws, my in-laws helped us get it. So we didn't have any money.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I would go back. If I had a choice of any car in the world right now, I would probably still just want an old Volkswagen Bug.
Oh, I love Volkswagens.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys.
Oh, they put a here.
Good. Hey, I saw Nancy was on tonight, Macy.
You saw what?
I think Nancy was on tonight.
Yeah, I know.
She's still on here. I think she's still here. Hello, Pansy. I don't know if she's actually tuned in or.
Hey, I'm at work.
Hi there. Hi. Good to see you here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good things about to be happening here for everybody. Yeah. Gonna be a good time.
Okay, come on.
All right. Well, guys, I got bookkeeping I still got to do, and it's after 10 o'clock here. So I'm going to mute myself out and get back to work, and I will be back here in the morning. We'll do it again. Y'all are welcome to hang out, though, and stay on. I think Susan's in a breakout room. I don't know.
If you got a minute, I need to do a 3-way with you.
Okay. I'll mute out. You go ahead and give me a call.
Okay. Y'all have a good night. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow.
All
Good
right.
night, everybody.
Au revoir. A bientôt. Sweet dreams, everybody. Dream about green things.